Here we have the record. Wikipedia is a kind of official record of things. Doesn't have to be true, of course. Lots of things in Wikipedia are false. 9/11, for example, COVID, climate change, things like that. But if you want to know what the official story is, then Wikipedia is a good place to go to have a look at the official story. Now, let's have a look at the games played at the Stadium Australia in Sydney, because obviously we had the Women's World Cup, which is now very much in the news because of a alleged unwanted kiss of a 33-year-old player who is covered in Freemason tattoos. Very odd. So on the 21st of July there was a game and the attendance was superb. It was 75,784. And then Australia played Denmark on the 7th of August, and the attendance for that was 75,784. And then on the 12th of August, England played Colombia, and the attendance for that very much anticipated match was 75,784. And then on the 16th of August, Australia played England in the semi-final. That was attendance of 75,784. And on the 20th of August, Spain played England in the final, and the final was 75,784. I have to say that it is incredible that even in the knockout stages or even in the group stages, the attendance was so fantastic. And also, one has to congratulate Australia for the consistency in attendances. It's not just the final that's well attended. Even, the first game is well attended. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. Hats off to the Australians. And thankfully the COVID restrictions have been left, because normally you have to have about 10 seats next to you empty before you can sit down. I attended many offices during the lockdown, and that you had some crosses on the chairs next to you so that people couldn't sit down next to you. You had to socially distance. But now, thankfully, all that has been forgotten, and we can get back to normal. And incredible results, and the stadium almost totally packed with 75,784 people. And here we have a picture of this wonderful person with a butterfly tattoo, and on her arm, and also some all-seeing eyes and stuff, celebrating in front of an absolutely packed stadium. If you look behind her, you can see that every single seat is absolutely packed with excited people who are delighted that Spain won the World Cup, and congratulations to her. I wonder what it says on her thing. Let me have a look. I think it might mean my sweetheart. I did a quick check online, not that it really matters. But I mean, the way I look at it, this whole thing is staged to try and keep the Women's World Cup in the headlines. Again, I need to point out that sport is good, and if women want to play football, I certainly encourage them to do whatever they want to do, if that's what women genuinely want to do. But I think football should really be, I think sport in general, we should try to make sport more for people to play for fun and not for money. I don't believe that, there's too much professionalism in sport. We need a lot less professionalism. Now, pretty much women are being strongly encouraged to duplicate all sports that are done by men. So women's football, women's cricket, women's rugby, women's boxing, women's martial arts. I mean, and what kind of women are they going to become? I mean, I personally think, men and women should be distinct. I think men and women are complementary. I don't believe men are better than women. I certainly don't believe that. And I certainly don't believe women are better than men. We have different skills, and but we're equally important in this grand scheme of things. But trying to get women to duplicate men's football is kind of ludicrous. Their skill level is far, far less than men. Their physical power is far less. In any matchup between males and females, the men will win easily. And of course, there is something quite sexist about simultaneously pretending men and women are equal, and then having sports for women only. If women want to compete with men, that's fine, they can compete, and maybe there's no reason why football teams should be male only. Why can't you have women football players? Perhaps some of the Spanish women football players can play for Chelsea or Liverpool or Manchester City or Bayern Munich. I mean, that's almost certainly what's going to happen in the future, although they're going to get some tranny to do it instead, I guess. All right, thank you for your time.